right, okay. Obviously not what we wanted. We always want to win. But. There were some positive things that took place in this here game. So let's get to talking about them. Hit the like button one time for the culture. And of course, don't forget to subscribe either if you are new to the channel. Steelers dropping their home opener for the preseason. Only home game versus the Buccaneers, 17-14. Dramatic fashion, last second field goal. But what I'll say is this, in terms of immediate takeaways, sloppy. I thought we had some good stuff took place offensively, man, seeing guys like Roman Wilson make some plays down the grass. Brandon Johnson, thought Caleb Johnson did some good things as well. But as a whole, we saw 3 turnovers on offense in terms of interceptions. Cannot have that. Then you talk about the self-inflicted issues, right? In terms of the penalties, pre-snap and post-snap. To me, that is way too sloppy. And one of the things that I know Coach Tom is going to be pretty upset about, man, and getting on those guys for, because it's just hard to win at this level when you beat yourself. And like I said, man, 3 interceptions in that game, man, from 3 different quarterbacks on top of that. That's always going to put you at a little bit of a disadvantage. Now, the impact of that is going to be, who are you moving up or down that QB2 spot based off of tonight? I thought that, even though Mason had the interception, I still thought he played well in spurts. And then the same could be said about Skylar Thompson. It was like, man, you have your pick, and I thought his pick was a little bit nastier. But you look at, some of the things he was able to do finishing it out. And obviously his mobility, I thought, really showed in a positive manner. Until obviously Logan Woodside took over at the end. But to me, I'm just like, man, as positive as both of those guys played last week, I do feel like both of them kind of, took a little bit of a step back this week, man, just with the interceptions and the style of them, man. Just, like I said, how I'm looking at it and stuff like that. But what I will say is this, man, I do like what we're seeing from Roman Wilson. This is another week when my man is in stadium, not looking afraid, not looking like the moment's too big, and showing up, making plays down the grass, man. Explosive field flipping catch, man. Love to see that, man. And obviously, he's somebody that we are going to be leaning on when the season gets here. We're going to be leaning on Roman unless, we sign somebody or trade for somebody, or somebody comes out of, somebody's sweet dream. Yeah. Roman's going to be the guys, but it's looking like, man, and he's looking good so far, though, man. I like his toughness. I like his competitive nature. I like the fact that he's a hands catcher, right? And I like the detail that he shows when running routes. That was one of the things that was talked about him coming out of Michigan, and it's good to see that he hasn't lost that with the lost year that he had last year, coming back from his injury and everything. So definitely enjoying that part with Roman. Sneaky guy to watch, though, Brandon Johnson. All right, it's another week. Dude, going down the grass, man. He could go up, hey, throw it up top. Let me go up here and dunk on you real quick. Touch paint, man. Look good. Keep an eye on him, man. Obviously, to me, I think of Miles Boykin, right? From a couple years ago, and it was like, man, Miles, that big body dude, but he also gave you special teams value. That's going to be the thing when I'm looking at Brandon Johnson. I'm saying, okay, I see what you're giving me from a receiving standpoint, and your skill set is very different. Outside of DK Metcalf, we don't have another big body, throw it up, leaping threat. So that's what Brandon Johnson definitely, how he's setting himself apart. But the special teams thing, I think, is still going to be critical. So got to keep track over there, man. Make sure you at least get a tackler too while he's out there, right? But going to the O-line, Broderick Jones, man, right? Broderick Jones, to me, this is another positive performance, man. Another game that we should be feeling confident and feeling good about him. To me, I always want to see him have positive outings in stadium. And I thought, man, his pass protection, once again, looked good at left tackle. We can't control anything that took place, last year. That's done. It's in the past. But what we can control is what he's doing right now. 2 weeks back to back where he kept the quarterback upright. We looked at even when Mason was scrambling, it wasn't because of Broderick. Broderick was doing his thing, man. And that's the thing that we have to continue to monitor, man, because obviously we know we are only going to go in terms of Aaron Rodgers in this offense as his offensive line goes. And we know the guy that we specifically just, have the most anxiety around is old Broderick, baby. All right. But that was right tackle Broderick. For now on, I'm calling him left tackle Broderick. Left tackle Broderick. All right. playing a little bit different. How about that? So I do like that part. Defensively, man, I thought the young guys, man, looked good. In terms of Jack Sawyer, I like the fact that he was flashing. This is 2 weeks now, right? Last week he made some plays, but this week I thought he was more productive as a pass rusher. I know that was something that some of Yins was even hollering about, right? Wanted to see some of that show up. Thought he did a good thing there, man, showing some of the pass rush prowess along with his high motor that continues to be one of his calling cards, man. But not just him, we also got a chance to see our other first round pick, right? Or our first round pick, Derek Harmon, right? Get back there, man. Not only, does he make plays in terms of disrupting the run element of it, but going out there and getting a sack. That's big time, man. You want to see the young guys produce. You want to see these young guys, man, come up in stadium and get comfortable making plays, man. Now, was it clean? Absolutely not. We obviously know, man, Teddy Two Gloves hit us off of the head twice. Bink, bink. And what I'll say is this, man, on, the Payton Wilson one, perfect position, just, better offense, right? I thought it was a really good job by the running back waiting, not throwing his hands up, so Peyton never had an indicator, and tippy cap. Then when you talk about Emeka, Emeka looked nice. Emeka looked like I was hollering about drafting the kid, all right? So it is what it is there, all right? But as a whole, though, man, I thought that, man, we still showed some positive stuff. Juan Thornhill was another dude, showed some positive stuff. I am a little concerned, though, some of these injuries that we were sustaining in this game, man, and not a ton of crazy ones, but Christian Kuntz going down. That's our long snapper. I know Logan Lee came in, did his thing. Kudos to Logan Lee. But, baby, what we got going on here, man? I don't really like that. I ain't really feeling that, all right? Yeah, let's make sure we got that long snapper situation taken care of, man. Christian Kuntz, get back healthy ASAP, all right? But you guys let me know in the comment section, man, how y'all felt about the game, man. Who stood out to y'all more importantly, all right? Who stood out to you on offense? Who stood out to you on defense? All right, I need to know that. Because you hear I'm talking about my guys, all right? I need to know from you, okay? Man, then from there, how y'all feeling about these injuries, man? Any concern, all right? Lastly, I would say I wanted to shout out Danny Smith because I was like, supposed things be this positive stuff, but we also did some negative stuff out there too, all right? So it was just one of them days, man. Ultimately, that's why it was what it was. But before we go, I know you're about to hit the like button. I know that, so hit it. I know you're about to subscribe. I know, so do that. But before you go, how about some Renegade production, baby? Oh, mama. Come on, man. You play Renegade. We had a forced fumble from recovery. Let's go. I don't care if it was preseason. It's production. It's Renegade. Let's go. Every time. But until next time, baby, you know the drill. Peace.